The call came during lunch, a number I didn't recognize. "Detective Holt," the voice said. "Sir, your daughter's been arrested. She's asking for you." I almost laughed. "You've got the wrong man. I'm not married. I don't have a daughter." A pause. Then, "Steady. She has your photo in her wallet. Your name, your address. She won't speak to anyone else." The line went silent, but something in me didn't. It moved, a quiet unease crawling beneath my ribs. I left my half-eaten sandwich on the plate and drove without thinking. The sky looked washed out, gray and colorless, like the world had drained itself of meaning just before something irreversible. At the station, they led me through a maze of glass and linoleum. The hum of fluorescent lights filled the air, a sterile kind of tension that clung to every surface. When the officer opened the door to the interrogation room, I froze. She was there, 16, maybe 17, pale, trembling, and she looked up at me with eyes, my eyes. She whispered my name, not sir, not mister, my name. I felt the ground tilt. There was recognition in her gaze, raw, pleading, terrified. "I told them you'd come," she said. My pulse roared in my ears. "Who are you?" She flinched, as if I'd struck her. Then she opened her hand. A folded photograph. Old, worn at the edges. Me, years younger, arm around a woman I hadn't seen in nearly 2 decades. Clara, the one who'd disappeared. I thought she'd left the country. I thought I'd buried that chapter and moved on. But the girl? She had Clara's mouth, my eyes, and something else. An expression that felt too familiar, like seeing your own guilt reflected back at you. The officer stepped forward. "We'll give you 2 a moment." The door shut. Silence expanded between us like smoke. "I didn't do anything wrong," she whispered. "He deserved it." I didn't ask what she meant. I just stared. And in that quiet, I realized something I hadn't let myself consider in years. Maybe Clara hadn't left me. Maybe she'd been running from me. That night I couldn't sleep. The girl's face kept haunting me. The way she said my name. The way she looked relieved and afraid at once. I dug through old drawers, boxes I'd sealed shut years ago. Letters, receipts, phone numbers written in Clara's looping script. A few fragments of a past I'd convinced myself didn't matter, but it did. I found the date she vanished. Cross-referenced it with hospital records, birth certificates. 2 days after she left, a baby girl was born under a different last name. Same hospital where we'd once talked about someday. I traced the doctor's signature, followed the name. The girl had been in foster care twice, then sent to a private home outside town, one that Clara's old friend managed. The pieces fell into place, slow and suffocating. She wasn't lying, she was mine, and Clara had hidden her. Why? The question burned like acid, but beneath it was something sharper, colder. I wanted to know what kind of mother tells her child I was dead. When they released the girl into temporary custody, she wouldn't meet my eyes. I took her home, made tea she didn't drink. She sat at the table, fingers twisting the edge of her sleeve. Finally she said it. He hurt her. My chest tightened. Who? The man she lived with. He used to... She stopped, swallowing hard. She told me if anything ever happened, to find you. She said you'd know what to do. It hit me like a blade through the ribs. Clara hadn't been hiding from me. She'd been protecting our daughter from someone else. And now, she's gone. She's dead, isn't she? I asked. The girl's silence was answer enough. She slid something across the table, a thumb drive. She recorded everything. I couldn't keep it with me. They would have found it. I stared at it for a long time, then nodded once. I found him a week later, the man Clara lived with. We met in a quiet bar, the kind where no one remembers faces. I showed him the recording, Clara's trembling voice, the evidence, his threats, the bruises. His face drained. "You don't understand." I cut him off. "You'll confess." He shook his head. "And if I don't?" I smiled. You already did. The file had gone to the police that morning. His name, his crimes, his bank transfers, all neatly packaged. He just didn't know it yet. When I left, he was still sitting there, motionless, pale, broken. My daughter sleeps in the guest room now. I don't ask what she dreams about. We speak little. There's too much silence between us, thick, heavy, inherited. But sometimes I catch her looking at me, studying me, as if she's trying to decide whether she's safe or just found another kind of danger. I don't blame her. I stare out the window, the city lights flickering like false stars, and realize something simple, merciless, true. Blood ties don't redeem anyone. They only remind us what we're capable of. And some legacies, we don't escape. We just pass them on.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.